Well, these gentlemen have covered much of what we need to talk about today, but I want to start by thanking Senator Lee. So Senator Lee got in there on this issue, and he has made sure that people paid attention. This isn't a Republican issue. This is an American issue. When you look at the polling, it is wildly popular amongst Republicans, amongst independents, and amongst Democrats. When you see something like that, I think it's incumbent upon us to actually do something on something like that. And that's exactly what Senator Lee has done with the Save America Act. And today we talk about the heart of that. I appreciate Senator Husted and his work as Secretary of State. He knows this issue front and back. He talked about it, but we want to make sure that Americans have faith in their elections. We want to make sure that they are free, fair, and secure. If Americans don't have faith, it undermines the very pillars that hold up our democracy. And we know the best way to do that is to require ID. We do it in the great state of Alabama. And we also say, hey, if for some reason you can't come to us, we'll come to you. We're going to make sure that you have one because we also understand that it is fundamental to actually achieving the American dream. So for many of my colleagues, they have said that this is unattainable for certain segments of the population or certain people. I find that wildly offensive. And I am here today to say that if that is your argument, let's drill down on that. Because you can't rent a home, you can't go to work, you can't shovel snow in New York City without an ID, and you can't get into John Ossoff's campaign event. So I'm pretty sure as we look to try to achieve the American dream, whether that's getting insurance, whether that's getting a car, whether that's signing your kid up for school, you need an ID. So if my colleagues continue to say that there are certain segments of the population that can't get one, why don't we deal with that? Because I want every American, regardless of their zip code, regardless of their background, regardless of their state, to be able to achieve the American dream. And without simple identification, they can't do that. But let's secure our elections. Let's do it now. When you go pick up your ballot, it'll still be there if you have to show your ID before you get it. And I am excited to hear so many of my Democratic colleagues come to the table and say they're for this too. I look forward to watching them follow through with that on the Senate floor. This is the same party that you remember made us have vaccine passports to go out to eat during COVID, and has done so much more infringing on our individual rights. I certainly look forward to them helping to protect one of the most important ones, and that's the right to vote. So thank you for your leadership on this, Senator Lee. I say let's get this done. We're certainly not going to quit until we do.